This is just going to take a few minutes for people to get in here. I understand that. But guys, this is Afternoon Hangouts with Gator. We're here at the Big Thicket Visitor. We've got a bunch of stuff going on in there. I might just show it. But we have my mother here and interview with her today, guys. But for a little while there, just why don't you introduce yourself?
My name's Rhonda. Obviously, I'm his mother.
What's up, Flying 90? And of course, yeah, we got Davey. You weren't first, Davey, but you were close, man. Flying 90 is my friend from California who sent me the stand.
Awesome.
And Davey is one of my knights. He's one of my Knights Generals, actually. He's the leader of the Amethyst chapter.
It's nice to meet you, gentlemen.
Oh, man, he beat me at this time. Felt like a tie a little bit, didn't it, guys? You know, oh, yeah, he's... Speaking of that, my friend Flying 90 Mom is getting ready for an ultra marathon where he's going to be running 100 miles.
Wow.
Yeah, 100 miles in 4 days.
I can't run 100 feet. What are you talking about, brother?
Mama, you couldn't run 50 feet.
Believe it or not, I can.
Okay. Anyway, I just like to mess with her, guys. Oh, man. So anyway, we got a few people in here now, so we can start the interview. So tell us some of the conditions you have to face.
As I kind of told you last week, I don't really face anything. I've been dealt several things in life. As my mom, when she was carrying me, she got sick. Had some birth defects. Optic nerve never developed. Didn't develop right, the hair canal. So, but I never let it. I never realized it. I never saw it that eye. And when I was 15, we found out I had scoliosis. I had a 45-degree curve in my thoracic lumbar, or vertebrae, and a 60-degree curve in the lower part, and it spiraled like a staircase. It would have been a death sentence back then, by the time I was 19. But my father was, the only place that they did a surgery for it was at Shriners Hospital in Houston. And you had to be sponsored back in those days by a Shriner. My dad happened to be a Mason in the Freemason chapter there in Warren, and he knew a Shriner, Mr. Joe Parker, there in Warren, who got me nominated. I was 14, almost 15 years old. Had it been 2 months later, I wouldn't have qualified for the program. Dr. Harrington had developed the surgery 4 years before that. So he was teaching a German doctor, a little short lady like me, to take it back with her to Germany so those kids would have a chance. So it was, a lot of it was experimental. I was in the hospital 2 months, had to learn to walk again. Casts weren't like they are now with the fiberglass, take them on, I'll take a shower. No, it was a old-fashioned, built with plaster cast. It was from all the way from my whole torso.
She was a brick house.
They actually played that when I finally convinced my parents right towards the end before the cast came off. Our band went to the Astrodome. They won a contest, and I wanted to go. And then I just convinced her I was riding the Himalaya. So the guy put me on the outside where you're supposed to put the fat person, so they don't squish the skinny person. And Bobby was a whole lot larger than me. And as they were going around, he was telling him to move us around before that boy squished me like a bug. And so the guy walked around, told him what was going on, that I could actually hurt the young man that was riding with me if he put me anywhere else. So the first song he dedicated to me, and it was Brick House. So I rode the Himalaya like that. I was happy. I'm 15. I'm pissed off. I can't do nothing. So, but
Hello,
I
Hangouts. What's up, Sean?
So, but little things like that, I just didn't let it stop me. I did my freshman year of high school with pillows propped up underneath me, and tutors came to my house 3 times a week. So I did not go even to my freshman year the last few months, but it didn't stop me. I graduated sixth in my class 4 years later. So,
See, I told you, Wonder Woman over here.
no,
You know.
Wonder Woman, just determination. My daddy always told me,
Wonder Woman.
can't, never could. If you can't, don't tell me you can't do something. You can figure out a way to do it. So fast forward to getting pregnant the first time. Can't do it. Gotta get rid of it. Don't know if y'all can have them. Y'all are experimental. We don't know if you can carry this child. Sorry. God put it here. God gonna get it here. And I have 2 children.
Yep, me and my sister.
And I raised them as a single mom because unfortunately, sometimes our life choices, a partner is not
The best.
the best. So I left and I managed convenience stores and whatever I had to do. At one point in time, I would carry 3 jobs. And I didn't ever see them, and
Told
I
you
wasn't paying
guys.
nothing but a babysitter. So I just made it work. But I had an awesome family structure. As long as I helped myself, my dad helped me. And it was hard.
And you see, guys, this is where I get my determination from. This is the reason why schizophrenia and epilepsy doesn't stop me. You know, guys, look at my example. You know, I wish my dad would have came on camera and been able to talk to y'all, but he's a stubborn mule, you know, and he likes his anonymity. So he didn't want to come on camera, you know, but it's all good because we've got my mother here. And like I told you guys, she confirmed it. My grandfather was a very strong, very hard man. He went through a lot of struggles in his life, and it made me look at him as a hero, you know, and I look to this woman as a hero too, because all the things she's overcome. And guys, listen to this. So, since all that's happened and you've given your birth and you went through your divorce and everything, what exactly is it that you do now?
Well, let's kind of fast forward till I turn in my 40s. I went to get out of the shower one day and my left leg decided I didn't work anymore. So that went through a period of time where everything, both above and below the original stainless steel rod they put in my spine, had deteriorated. And doctors would tell me, oh, all we can do is mask your pain and keep you out of a wheelchair as long as possible. That was so not acceptable. Both of my kids were grown, they were gone. I had a great life. I had a decent marriage. It didn't last long, so it was only decent, okay? But, I mean, we had a motorcycle, we rode to rallies, we rode with a group of, we had a lawyer in there, a cop, a business owner. We had a wonderful life, and I didn't let that stop me either. Still rode that motorcycle, I just did it a little different. But I had a breakdown cane that went down into 4 pieces. It went one saddlebag, and I traveled with my heating pad and my ice pack. And when we got to the rallies, I had a vendor who would put my ice packs in his freezer, and one that would put my heating pad in his microwave for me. And if I got tired and I started hurting, we'd go watch the motorcycle games in the bleachers. And at that time, I was still taking, I think it was Darvocet. But I would take a pain pill and just keep on going on. I chose life. I did not let the pain rule my life. I'm still that way. I take no medication whatsoever for pain and haven't for about 20 years now. It got me addicted. It started ruining all of my body functions, and I threw the crap away. Went through DTs and never want to go there again. And even with the last back surgery, Dr. Goo was like, Ronnie, you have to take it. And I'm like, no, I ain't got to take squat.
Dr. Goo. That's like having a guy with the last name Dr. Slime.
But Dr. Goo was my savior. So, but I mean, and I had to learn, that was the third time I had to learn how to walk. I ain't learned how to walk no more. They ain't touching me again. But, and my biggest, as I get older, it hurts more. I sleep on the couch because sleeping in a bed is not possible anymore, or it's painful. I can't lay flat anymore, never will. Because when I go to doctors, they want me to x-ray me, they're going to lay me on a hard-ass table, and I'm going to be able to lay there, and it's going to hurt like hell, so never mind. But I've got some herbal teas that I've got an anti-inflammatory I use. I have a dandelion root tea, and it helps with congestion. And I've got...
Hey, Coral, how are you?
Tinctures in. If I do need anything, I try to go that route. There's a little shop in Woodville, my little mercantile. And the lady that runs it, Alyssa, is very knowledgeable naturalist. And she has just an amazing shop and does some really good work with the herbal medicines. And that's kind of the route I live. I still support myself.
Hi, my Jin. Hi, baby.
I have 1 acre of with a house on it up in Warren, Texas. I have my
right down close from the house that my grandparents owned
that I grew up in.
That we all grew up in.
Yeah. And I have my own little riding lawnmower, and I do what I can. I keep a job, or I maintain a job I've had for years. I'm actually a property manager, or now I'm a housing coordinator for a nonprofit in Port Arthur, and we work with the homeless. I'm currently have been privileged to be able to build from ground up paperwork and everything. We're starting what they call a non-congregate shelter. I've got 8 one-bedroom apartment units in a building that we will be putting homeless in for 3 years. It's from 1 to 6 month terms. I can't charge them any rent. They're fully furnished. That's just one of our programs. So I told Clint that we would talk about that at a later time, but I have a fulfilling career. I mean, I was laid off due to corporate America's a not nice individual sometimes.
Hi, Sonny.
And so I was home for 6 months. And then I did not even apply for the job I have now.
You see where I get it from now, Han, don't you?
I was called by a recruiter. They had found I was looking for work. And it has just been, I have a full life, but I don't dwell on what is wrong. I could not find work for 2 very reasons. I'm over 50. And it's a little difficult to get into the workforce. They think you're old and you're ready to go. Well, I got news for them. I'm going to have to work till I'm 3 weeks after I die.
90.
3 weeks after I die.
No, 90.
So, but
I'll throw your happy butt in my RV before then.
But anyways, I will never walk straight again. At one point in time in his life, past life, when Clint got married, my biggest prayer, and I tried so hard, was to be able to walk down that stupid aisle and dance with him walking straight. But it just wasn't going to happen. But
that's okay. We both walk crooked. We both walk in a...
But no, I can walk straight. I just am a little hunched over. By the time I won't give up. My office is upstairs.
You look like you're chasing your feet.
That's okay. I know where they're at all times.
No kidding.
But my office is upstairs. Laura. I climb stairs. There's some days it's like, God, just throw me down. Tell me what the fireman's called. And it's like, how you can get up? I said, I don't have to climb up then. So, but Or to build me a chute like at the banks where you just shoot the
Yeah, I can see it now. You stepping in there like Futurama and just
that's what I want.
yeah. Hopefully, what doesn't happen, what happened on the roller coaster doesn't happen. Remember when your teeth came out on the roller coaster?
That would not be something that we would discuss.
But you asked. I was going to leave it alone.
You should have just left it over there. With that, I may just go sit in my car and you can finish this.
Oh, come on, don't be that way. Guys, I love picking on my mom. We have so much fun together. I'm glad I got to share with you. You know, we're here at the Big Ticket Visitor Center. If you're here, please like and subscribe if you're new. You know, we do multiple shows a day. I usually talk about serious topics. Today we're talking about, you know, overcoming adversity, basically, because my mom has got some medical issues, but nothing stops this woman. You know, nothing stops her. And she's got a big heart. She helps as many people as she can. You know, like she just said, they're trying to open a homeless shelter, guys. And she's part of the leaders, one of the leaders of the project, you know, and
it's my baby.
Yeah, it's her baby. You know, guys, this is the reason why between her and my grandma Gage, this is the reason why I could come to y'all and be the happiest guy on YouTube, because I've got wisdom like this woman and my grandma and my dad and my uncles and my grandpas, because all of us have had to overcome something. You know, it's like I've said before, you can't live without the fire. It's the heat that makes you strong. And the reason being is because we all start out as iron, but it's coming through at the end as steel that matters, you know, guys. And if we can overcome adversity and overcome challenges, then we can learn to be able to be steel instead of just being cast iron, you know. And my mom has found a way to turn herself from steel to titanium. You know,
I'm
she's,
full of titanium.
yeah, basically, you're like Wolverine over here.
Titanium top and bottom, stainless steel in the middle. So,
Oh, get back at me and tell us an embarrassing story. She's got a million of them, guys. Davey loves my story about me slapping the lady with the burrito at Taco Bell.
that would be one.
Yeah. Wasn't embarrassing to me.
You almost got me thrown in trouble one time. I made him mow the yard, and
This
he
one's
told me
good.
he wasn't going to. And so, therefore, God was so with me that day. He outweighed me by about 100 pounds. He was about 4 to 5 inches taller than me.
And a little
and told
crackhead.
me no.
I was a little butthead. Yes, I was,
picked up
guys.
a limb. I'm not even going to call it a stick, and it definitely was not a switch. It was a limb out of the yard, and I proceeded to hit him with it over the back, and it shattered. And thank you, Lord Jesus, said it was rotten and it shattered, but it got his attention. He proceeded to mow the yard. Unbeknownst to me, there was some poison oak out there of which he was allergic to.
Badly.
Next morning, he swole up. His face was like a pumpkin, and he can barely open his eyes.
I woke her up and said, "You happy now?"
I had to take him to the mobile clinic, where he proceeded to the doctor asking, "What happened to you?" "She did it to me." Hello. So
She did it.
Needless to say, he did not have to mow the yard again, but he did learn not to tell me no.
At least it's not as bad as the poor chicken.
Oh my God, he beat it to death.
I did not know, guys. I was 2 and I was trying to play
you
teenage.
were 4. You were older than 2. You had a little bit of sense.
I still didn't understand that a chicken can't play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Definitely not. He broke every bone in that little chicken. He was just laying there. He's like, "It won't move." I'm like, "No shit, Sherlock." Or excuse me. No doubt, Sherlock. So I proceeded to have to get rid of it.
I'm sorry about that, guys. I was not the smartest kid.
Actually, he was pretty smart, but really devious sometimes. But he had it a little rough because as parents, and if any of y'all are out there as parents, you know that it doesn't matter what you do to instill what you want your child to be. Your child is going to make the choices that they're going to make.
Morning, Ryan. Happy from New Zealand. Happy day.
There's nothing you can do about it. And I've seen preachers' kids turn out to be the worst criminals on death row. I have my own family has problems with our offspring, so you can't control them.
Nice wording, offspring.
All you can do is just guide them.
Or like the spawns of Satan.
Well, you have been. So, but they eventually will grow up, and that's all you can hope for. But all you can do is the best is what you can do. And you have to know, even especially if you have children, and I can't see.
Said Davey said, I'm sure you made Master Splinter proud.
Oh, he did. More like Shredder.
Oh, man.
So, yes, he was different. He was always in the woods. He was always tearing things apart.
I wanted to see how they worked.
Most of the time, putting them partially back together.
Didn't say I was any good at that part.
They set the woods on fire.
No. I did not do that. Your daughter did that. And I told her a million times over, that's not how you start a fire.
You were complicit either way.
I was not. She threatened to hit me with a can of ravioli. I was not compliant with that.
I was like 7 weeks after a hysterectomy. So I'm not able to lift anything. They come in, they set the pasture on fire. I had the little red wagon. I made them fill up 2 5-gallon buckets, and I called the fire department. We didn't call the fire department.
Nope, we took care of it.
And then I made them drag that bucket all the way over there. And then the neighbor offered them the hose. I'm it's little enough. I got it moved around. You make them fill them buckets up.
Yep.
And I made them put that fire out, and God forgive me, I beat holy hell out of them when I got home.
It was the 90s, guys. That's what happened. When you did something wrong, you got your butt tore up.
Oh my gosh, I could have killed them.
Ryan started the fire.
Hey, they did it right. They had a pillowcase. They had a can of ravioli. They stole a pan for the ravioli.
A pot.
Either way, a can opener. I think they had 2 bowls and 2 spoons and my lighter. Yeah, they were all set to run away. Yeah, it was interesting.
Well, Brandy was set to run away, and I said, you don't even know how to go camping. So I chased her.
So it was very interesting being a single mom in the country.
At least it wasn't as bad as the pipe on Christmas.
When you ran into the darn thing, I'm cooking.
I didn't run into it. Brandy pushed me into it.
So you say. Either way, I had to turn off Christmas dinner and go to the emergency room for us to get stitches because he decided to run into the handrail, which was steel. So, yes, he's caused some interesting things.
Oh, man. Guys, I've even had an incident where I thought that we were living in this little teeny tiny pink house on this place called McClure Road, right? And all of a sudden we wake up one morning and there's this wire wrapped around the fence. We couldn't figure out what it was. There was cow pasture all behind us. Well, we figured Mr. McClure would buy us some candy. So we're going to get this wire off the fence for him. Bad move, guys. It was an electric fence. Mom! I came running. She's like, what's wrong? I was like, yeah.
At least you didn't beat on it.
No. That was the dog.
No, y'all had a good upbringing out there.
Yeah.
Regardless of I struggled, but y'all really never knew I struggled.
And just to confirm for a few people, did I or did I not have a pet alligator?
There was an alligator in the pond that you claimed
That Papa put there.
that he was actually caught. I think Daddy caught him on Phillips Creek somewhere,
Mhm.
and he had built a pond. It was 26 acres we had out there, I think.
38.
Something anyway.
Or
He had
48.
built a pond out there, and that little gator was out there, and it became a bigger gator.
It was my buddy.
And at one point in time, Dad had hired these two gentlemen that were they were African American gentlemen, and they were so sweet. We knew all of them, but they got out there and they saw that alligator. And they went to go get the pulpwood and come flying out of there, calling Daddy, Mr. Norton, Mr. Norton, you get that damn alligator out there. My ass ain't coming back at all.
Yeah.
He never they wouldn't
Hello.
come back. Even though Daddy
Don't
promised
pray.
them that alligator was not going to hurt anybody. He was perfectly content right there in his little pond. Those gentlemen never ever showed back up. So we've had some interesting times.
She's like every other mama, the backhand. Yeah.
But now he did finally find his way to Village Creek, and the alligator went on to a bigger, better life somewhere down the road.
Yeah, eventually, but we moved away before that.
But that was a really nice place. There was a spot down on the creek that was it bordered right on the land, and it was an S creek, an S curve. Across the way was a huge cypress tree with had all sorts of critters living in it. And I had a tree there that was come down, and the limb grew out to the side. Perfect to sit there and sit on it. And there was actually a cypress stump that I could put my coke on. And I would sit there on that thing and I wouldn't tell nobody. It was when y'all would be gone to your dad's. I wouldn't tell a soul where I was, and I'd sit on that creek half the afternoon and say, leave me alone.
Yep.
That's how a single mom survives.
Yep. You know, guys, so as we've been saying here, we've got my mom here. We've got a Russian gentleman that just joined in.
Welcome.
I'm back and forth between you guys and the NASCAR race. Need to send her a pair of chanclas. Chanclas are Mexican slippers that they use to discipline their kids with.
Yeah, I've got a granddaughter living with me now, too, so she's 20. Yeah, send them.
And she's basically a little female version of me. So, isn't that about right? Juliet's like a little female version of me.
No,
but
she's not that bad. She's me.
Hey, I wasn't that bad.
She's just molded after me totally and completely.
I wasn't that bad.
You're unique.
At least when I snuck out, I was going fishing.
You were unique. And that's the one thing, y'all, he has Clint got to be an adult. Kind of going back to what y'all's group is all about. Mental illness now is recognizable. Back then, they threw Ritalin and not even Adderall. That wasn't even there. And we didn't understand. We tried different ways, and we learned different ways for Clint to learn through some counseling.
Hold on, baby.
But the things that he's drawn and says as the schizophrenia has developed, like in most young men, it doesn't fully develop until the late 20s, early 30s. And
unfortunately,
the pictures he draws are repetitious. If he draws
the
heartbroken, it doesn't matter what pose he's in. The pain is a mom to see that this is what my child sees, because it's always consistent. You know that's what it is. But it wasn't recognizable back then. Even before I was born, it was even worse because they threw you in an institution, you never got out. But at least
I've been to 2 of them. Those things suck.
Nowadays, at least there's still not enough help. And that's one of the things, one of our partners with Legacy, the CDC, the nonprofit I work with, is Spindletop, where
I go to get my treatments.
So it's what you go through and what you have to deal with on a daily basis. Even though I have physical, I never call them disabilities, it just really peeves me off if you tell me I'm disabled. But I have things that get in the way of what a normal person can do. That's my best way to describe it. They don't affect
Told you,
my
stubborn
mind.
old.
I still see. I still have a mind. And that's what, and Miss Vivian, my executive director, we talked about that before. Don't underestimate what you see in the package, because it looks a little long on the tooth, as the old folks used to say. He's old. My hair's a little grayer than it used to be. My neck's got some turkey neck going on. And I don't walk straight, but that doesn't totally define me. Your happiness is a state of mind. You make your choices. You decide you want to be that way. And no matter what I was given on this earth to deal with, it's not going to stop me with my end goal. Because can't, never could. You just go for it. And you'll find a way. And just embrace it. You got to be happy with yourself. The first thing that anybody anywhere can do is learn to like yourself. You are special. You are put here for a purpose, and you are important. It doesn't matter. Don't ever let anybody tell you any different. And you can be happy with what you've got. Yeah, I'd love the backside of my house to have the work finished on it. But I'm not going to just leave it because it's not perfect. I'm not going to sit there and be upset every day because I don't have it. I know it will come when it comes. I'm content with what I've got. We all want a brand new car. But if that car is getting you from point A to point B, if that gets you to the grocery store, if it gets you to the doctor, if it gets you to a job, you are a blessed individual. If you have a car, you're a blessed individual. So if you just tackle life that way, learn to be content with what you're given, and take what you're given and make it the best it can be. Whether it's, I don't have anything but a little bitty cupcake to celebrate a birthday. That's a celebration. Hey.
Hold on, Mama. Somebody's got a question for you.
Sure.
My friend Davey. On a serious note, I have a young son. I always wonder what he would look like when he grows up. My question for Mama Gator: how do you feel about Clint with a beard, and do you see him as your baby boy still?
My son has went through many transformations through the years, and he is still my son. He always will be both of my children, even though there are some issues with my daughter. She's still my daughter. She's still my baby girl, even under all the scruff. He has been gotten in trouble for his appearance multiple times. But no, our children are always our children. Their choices are theirs, and we still have to love them. You don't have to enable them if they're doing wrong. There is a difference between loving your child and enabling
What's up, Vegeta?
Dangerous behavior. But you're always going to love them. Think about your oldest friend, Dave. You still see that oldest friend like when y'all were playing in high school. You'll still see the same, your son the same no matter what he looks like. Even when he's old and wrinkled, he'll still be his son.
I'm glad to hear that you feel better, Vegeta. He had a car wreck.
Ooh, that's no good.
Duly noted, Mama Gator, according to Davey. Well, guys, we hit 35 minutes. We're at the hangout stage. So if y'all want to just ask questions or anything like that, or if Mama wants to keep on talking.
Hey, ask away. I ain't scared, maybe.
Hey, Marlon. How you doing? Or Marilyn, excuse me. Hey, Frost. Frost is one of my knights as well. I believe he's taking the Onyx chapter. People only affect you as much as they let you. Good. That is true.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we're doing great today. How are you doing today, Mom?
I'm doing absolutely wonderful. It's a beautiful day here.
Feels great.
Clint and I don't get to hang out very much, so I'm doing awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, we normally, she lives an hour away from you guys. And it's not like my dad. I can't literally just pack up and walk there if I want to. And to be honest, I like spending time with my mom more than my dad. I hate to say that, but he's a bit cranky.
Plus, I work a 40-hour job and now 62 miles from my house.
Davey's asking, what's your favorite memory of me?
Wow.
Oh, damn. I didn't know how that important.
I think, and it will embarrass the hay out of it, but I'm going to do it anyway. His sister went to kindergarten, and about that time, I introduced them to Walt Disney's Dumbo, and he crawled up on the couch with me.
Sick as hell.
He was sick, and said that I could be Mama Elephant and he would be Baby Elephant. And that became his nickname.
And then she called it out in the middle of a baseball game, and it never happened again.
Yes, and then I learned that our baby elephants do grow up. And I think that was just a moment with me and him, and a dance that we shared. So it was very, very special to me. Sean
lost his mom almost a year ago.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Sean. I lost mine 3 years ago. It's still not easy. Yours is harder this year, but it does ease.
Well, guys, I also wanted to say here and also thank you guys. I still have Trolls Bane here with me for any internet trolls, but I haven't had to even show it. Guys, y'all have been amazing. We still got people pouring in. I thank you so much for all the likes. You guys are so great. As far as, you only have a few months till your graduation. Congratulations.
Congratulations. What are you graduating with?
Let's see. Okay, making sure I was caught up. For my son, it was when he was born, and that the day he offered me his snack. He is only 5. I don't know how to explain, but the fact he offered me made me proud.
Yes, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That goes to show that he's watching what you do. Sounds like you're a good dad.
Oh, yeah. I've seen some of Davey's videos. He's actually the second person that did a random act of kindness for the Knights of the Holy Rose sector.
Cool.
He walked with his kids and picked up trash along a trail.
Cool.
The other one who did random acts of kindness was Flying 90. He sent me the stand as a random act of kindness, and he cleaned up about a mile's worth of walking his dog one day out in the middle of Los Angeles, or not Los Angeles, but in whichever part of California he's from.
I like that.
You lost your brother, Vegeta? I'm sorry to hear that.
Bummer.
OTC Trauma Center is where she's graduating from.
Awesome. Congratulations.
She's trying to specialize in child trauma, though. Ooh.
Wow, that's a toughie.
What's up, Leno? How you doing? Picked up a bag of trash every day on my walk. Yep, that's Flying 90 for you. He literally, and it fills up every day, and they just throw more out.
I deal with that on my properties. We will remodel them and have them ready. I've got one, and I don't know how they. I really don't know how she expects me to rent it because I can't even get the remodel finished before they keep breaking in again. I wouldn't want to live there, but I'm telling everybody how great it is because I need it to be rented. But still, people are so ugly now. It's just they don't have any respect for anything.
That's why we talked about love last night. That's why we're also going to probably be talking about maybe respect tonight. I feel your pain. There's always a water bottle on the trail, even though the trash can is at the beginning of it.
Yep.
Oh, Vegeta said his brother died 21 years ago. Leno asks, what's your biggest fear?
Not being able to take care of myself. I just
Self-reliance.
went to the doctor yesterday. His kidney worse. And losing my eyesight because we're going to have to take some drastic measures pretty soon. But yeah, losing the ability to take care of myself. Because I always have.
There you go. If you feel comfortable, can you say what happened, Vegeta? Oh, okay. They're asking Vegeta a question. My knights and my fans tend to talk to each other.
Well, that's a good thing.
Oh, yeah, because we all tend to get along here. I've been preaching peace, understanding, and wisdom the entire time, except for my first two videos. My first two videos, I was a mopey dopey. You know, I was sitting there just like, you want to hear about child support, stuff like that. I was sad, guys. And then I started seeing how quick everything started growing after I ended up turning around making a video one day when I was happy and in a good mood. And it blew up. And guys, we're getting even bigger. We have 464 nights, guys. We're almost to our 500 goal. And once we get there, we're going to start working on that merchandise store, guys. So we're going to work on getting hats and t-shirts first. And then we're going to add to from there. So I hope you guys will, stay subscribed and continue watching for whenever I get to post my merchandise store because it's right around the corner, guys. As soon as we can find a company. That's been the biggest problem. Finding a company that makes this hat. That has been a pain in the butt.
Just keep researching.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to. But we're going to find one that sells them in bulk. And whenever we do, we're going to buy as many of them as we can. And then we're going to post them up for people to buy. So we're going to have hats. We're going to have t-shirts with my motto. We're going to have t-shirts for all of my nights. If you're subscribed, I'm going to have a certain code that you can put it. Hello, where did that come from? But I'm going to have a certain code that you can put in to where you'll be able to take and get a discount and get your t-shirt for about $10. But I'm going to work on that. Otherwise, you're going to have to pay. But I'm sorry about that, guys. But I can send all my nights a walking stick. So the first 500 nights get a free walking stick. I just got to make them.
It's a big tall order. You better not buy a lot more than you.
I want to make sure paper hearts or something like that. Hand it to people. Oh, that'll be awesome, Frost. Oh, yeah. Good thing you're subbed. Bro, $10 in my country is 1 million. Wow, Leno, I forgot where you're from. Some people, so I got people from all around the world.
I'll find out where she's from.
Oh, I just asked. Oh, Aura, we just got to the hangout portion with me and my mom. We just did an interview with her on overcoming the adversities, and what she's dealt with in her life. And she's also talked a little bit about me. And we're also at the last 15 minutes, guys. So always glad. Clint, after you figure out the regulations on the donations, let me know, please, because I'm almost at 50 subs and I'll go live. I have lots of people plan on contributing. It's only a matter of time. Yep, dude, it's only a matter of time. Honestly, I'm waiting on the Chime or Cash App card to come in, but it hasn't quite made its way in yet, and it's bugging the crap out of me, because it's 2 weeks now. So I've called the post office and I've called Cash App. I think my card may have got lost in the mail. So I'm going to have to go on ahead, go back onto the website, file for a lost card, and get a new one sent. Because it just took too long. It should have been a few days, but instead it's been weeks. So we're going to file for a lost card, see if we can get one any sooner. We got people watching videos from all of my people. I try to take and encourage all of my subscribers to subscribe to each other to create like a network.
Yeah. It works the same way in business. Last week we were at a meeting with me trying to get some partners for the non-congregate shelter, and ended up spurring another spur of the moment meeting that I was like, okay, let's go get my car, fly back to Beaumont, where I met 2 other ladies that are willing to partner with me. So that's how it all works.
Oh yeah, and you see right now we got the Knights Generals in the Discord chat. So guys, if you want to go check out the Discord, we already have our majority of our Knights Generals, I believe. Me and Flying 90's been trying to keep up with that. I can't give you a digital card to start out with. I didn't sign up for that. I didn't know that was a thing. So when they said digital card, I was worried it was going to get hacked. So yeah, Flying, I didn't even think about that.
He still can't find a white piece of paper on a black floor. You have to give him detailed instructions.
Woman, I can spot a snake in the grass from 100 yards, but yes, you're right. I can't find a white piece of paper on a black floor.
That was always, God love him, and I probably scarred him for life. He would, I can't find it. And I would throw back at him that he couldn't find a white piece of paper on a black floor. And that was probably very wrong as a parent on me, but he couldn't.
Yeah, guys. Same card number, but you can use it online as usual. I'll go back and check into it. I hope that's true because I didn't write down the card number. All right, man. Mom. I miss my Jin. Southern Nevada, but I go to college closer to Idaho. Okay. See you later, Marlon. It was always great having you here. We got about 12 minutes left, guys. It's been a great afternoon. I thank all y'all for showing up. Y'all been so respectful to my mom.
I enjoyed meeting all of y'all.
Oh, yeah. Leno's in Idaho.
Well, I don't think we passed through Idaho.
No, Mama. I passed through Idaho when I went to Washington.
Okay, so I definitely did. Hi, from Texas. All the way to Idaho. Yeah,
we're all from Southeast Texas around here. Mom was born and raised out here. My grandparents were, this is our home. That's why I showed you guys. That's why I've been trying to get a video once a week out in the woods with you guys somehow. I'm getting permission from the Big Thicket organization right now to possibly be able to even go into places that you normally can't. Just so that as long as I promote the Big Thicket. So we might be getting our first corporate sponsor, guys, and it's the Big Thicket National Parks itself. I'm going to work on that a little bit here after we get off, but not too much because my mom's got stuff to do. But I did get a card. Deep pockets. Did get a card. So We gonna see what can happen, guys. Your boy might end up becoming a volunteer again. Mom knows that there was a man named Larry Williams and a young lady, or I say young lady, she was actually pretty old, but her name was Geraldine Watson. And I did a lot of work with them. And, how do I spell my dog's name? Think of Chuck, but put an S in front instead of a C.
The demon dog from down yonder.
Yep. Mama does not like Shuck. Mama does not like Shuck. Shuck scared the hell out of her, and it has been that way ever since.
He charged at me.
He charged at Buddy, which was in front of you.
He charged at me.
He charged at Buddy.
I am deathly afraid. I had a large, black, aggressive lab because the owner mistreated it, but he came at me and almost got me in brandy machines too. I have an innate, deep-seated fear of black dogs. Shook is a black, aggressive Labrador that charged at me the very first time I met him. So therefore, no, he's a demon dog from heck. And I will not be around him.
Everybody on here thinks he's a big sweetie.
Well, good for them. They can be around him. I'm not.
Yeah, guys, he scared the heck out of her the first time he met her. He really did. So, yeah, her and Chuck do not mix. All right, we'll see you next time there, Vegeta. Guys, I say it every show, but I'm just going to say it again. Show does not work without you guys. I could never have came this far without y'all believing in me and without y'all giving me a chance. So as my viewers, race is on commercials right now. We got 9 minutes left by Jen Jen. I love you so much.
It was nice to talk to you, Jen Jen. We'll talk one of these days when I've got Glenn around. But to Mama Gator, much love from the Amethyst chapter. We are proud to be part of the awesome organization. I promised your son will make you proud. We are going to help so many. That's awesome. It's been a pleasure to meet you, young man.
And you see, that's my whole shtick. Mom always told me, if you can't be kind to somebody, just don't be around them. And I like being around people, guys. So I try to be kind to everybody.
Just remember, it takes a whole lot more energy to be mad than it does just to turn to lose.
Yep.
If it's like I used to tell y'all, does it make you bleed? Okay. Does it affect your life? Nope. Is there anything you can do about it? Nope. Okay, then put it out of your mind.
Change what you can, accept what you can't.
Don't waste your time on it. Just move on down the road. Do not let that negativity take over your life. Make your joy.
And remember this, guys. Don't cry for the stupid. You'll be there all day. And by that, I mean, don't cry for people who literally make their lives a problem. Don't waste your breath. Don't waste your breath on people who legitimately are trying to make their lives look like crap.
Try to help them, but when they have shown that they cannot help themselves, and it's constant, if you truly want to, if I have to turn people down that will not even get the documents I need for us to help them, those we can't help. But the lady that I put into the unit the other day, they gave me the biggest old hug. And those are the ones you can help.
Yep.
We deal with entitled ones all the time that think we should just hand them everything, and they treat you so disrespectful. Those type people, do your best to help them, but if they can't help themselves, walk on down the road, and then help the next person that's going to appreciate it.
There you go. There you go, Aura. You know what's about to be coming up. He just posted my motto. You're going to hear it here in a little bit. I'm going to let her hear it because she's never actually seen me do my thing. This is my mom's first time. No, my motto's good. You'll like it. It's a good one. You'll like it. You look at me and be like, "How'd you come up with that, you little mean shit?" I liked pranks growing up, guys. I'm sorry. I got my butt whooped by my sister on a regular occasion, so I pranked her. In fact, I've never told you this, but a few of the snakes she found in her room were me.
Probably.
No, probably to it. I called them, put them in my room, and they snuck into hers. I had them hid behind that bookshelf desk that you had for me. It was the only place you wouldn't look.
They'll come in.
She pleads the fifth on that one, guys. Oh, love you, Mama. Love you. Yep. Don't forget, later from a gator. It's see you from the swamp and later from a gator. Yeah, dude, pranking siblings is part of being siblings. All right. Because when you move out, you miss that. My sister might not answer the phone, but she tells me all the time when she finally gets to see me that she misses the connection we had as kids. But siblings sometimes grow apart. People sometimes change so much that they're no longer compatible. And me and my sister are not very compatible. All right. My sister tries to be ghetto and I am very backwater.
That's just because of choices. Me and my brothers we do anything for each other.
And you see, my mom and her family's more redneck. I'm swamp rat.
I'm not even touching that.
That's why I was looking at you. So, what do you have to say for yourself? You just gotta love messing with your mama every now and then, guys. You gotta enjoy making good memories with family, because you never know when they're gonna be taken from you. You never know when they're gonna be gone. But guys, we got 3 minutes left, and we didn't have to use Troll's Bane not one time. So
I'm scared of my mom so bad. I told you don't do that.
It's good, Mama. But guys, we've had an excellent audience. Y'all have asked some incredibly good questions. I always say my mom said she wants to have a serious chat to my bro, and he gets scared. All right, see you later, Frost. Have a great day, young man. Frost is one of my younger viewers whose parents actually came on and gave him permission. They let me know through a text message that he could watch my show.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. She, excuse me. But I think it was you, or was it Ghost? Either way. So, I always take it because kids pop on here no matter what. I put my show not for kids, but their parents just give them their cell phone and they jump straight onto YouTube, so they see adult stuff.
Yeah.
And I always say, please go show my videos to your parents and get permission and have them comment under one of my videos saying you have permission. I will answer that. And that way I kind of cover my own tookish.
Yes, that's important in this unfortunate day and age we live in.
Well, wow, you're right. No burritos were wasted in this episode. No, every time somebody comes on being a troll, he posts a burrito because of me slapping the chick. That's his favorite story, is me slapping the lady with the burrito.
Well, y'all can. I'm probably the oldest one in the room. I've lived in
maybe
7 decades. I've lived in 2 centuries.
So what you're saying, Mom, is the reason why you're hunched over is you're fossilized.
Pretty close.
All right, guys.
In a couple of years.
We're down to the last second of the episode, man. And I do mean the last seconds. So as you guys always know, I love you guys. It's amazing having all of y'all in here. Thank you so much for showing up. Y'all make the channel what it is. And please like and subscribe. Become one of my knights, guys. Let's make the world a better place. And remember, love your mama, love your papa, love yourself, be kind, and always find a way to help, guys. So later from a gator and see you from a swamp, guys. We'll check you later.